Hi everyone, welcome back to Nancy Home. If your family often buys blueberries but doesn't finish them in time, this video will be very helpful. I'm going to share 8 tips to help you choose good blueberries. Keep them fresh longer and prevent them from becoming soft or moldy too quickly. In the final tip, I'll show you how to use soft blueberries to make a delicious treat that you'll want to make again after just one taste. Let's get started. The first tip starts right at the store, because if you choose a good box of blueberries from the beginning, they will be easier to store and stay fresh longer. When you pick up the container, don't just look at the top. Gently turn the container and check the bottom as well, to see if there is any collected moisture, bruised fruit, or dark sticky spots. If you see moisture inside dark juice, crushed berries, or sticky spots at the bottom of the container, it is better to choose another box. Too much moisture can make blueberries soften faster and spoil more easily once you bring them home. If there is a thin white coating on the skin, don't quickly assume it is dirt. That is the fruit's natural protective layer and is often a sign that the berries are still fresh. Just by taking a few extra seconds to check, you can avoid bringing home a box of berries that will soften quickly, mold quickly, and end up being wasted. After bringing blueberries home, the next thing you should do is check them and remove any soft or bruised berries right from the start. Gently pour the blueberries onto a tray or a large plate. Spread them out so you can clearly see each berry. Then take a little time to check them carefully. If you see any berries that are too soft, wrinkled, leaking juice, or have any mold spots, remove them right away. Just a few bad berries can make the whole container lose quality faster. After removing the berries that are no longer good, the remaining blueberries will have a better chance of staying fresh longer, firmer, and ready to use. If there are a few berries that are only slightly soft but not moldy and have no strange smell, set them aside. Later, I'll show you how to turn them into a very delicious topping. The third tip is a mistake many people make without even noticing. That is washing the whole container of blueberries as soon as they bring it home, then putting it straight into the refrigerator. It sounds very clean and convenient, right? But with blueberries, this can make the berries hold moisture and soften faster in the refrigerator. So, a better way is to wash only the amount of blueberries you plan to eat or use right away. The rest should stay dry and be stored in the refrigerator. Do you usually wash all your fruit right after buying it? With blueberries, try washing them only before eating. Now that I have chosen good blueberries and kept them dry, I'll share with you how to store blueberries if you are not using them right away. I will reuse the same blueberry container from the store. First, line the bottom of the container with a dry paper towel. The paper towel will absorb any remaining moisture, helping the berries stay as dry as they need to be. Then gently place the dry blueberries back into the container. Remember not to press them down and not to pack them too tightly. Blueberries need a little space so they do not get bruised. If they are squeezed too much, their skins can crack, they can release juice, and they will spoil faster. After placing the blueberries in the container, close the lid. But it does not need to be too tight if the container already has ventilation holes. Then place it in the refrigerator, preferably in a dry area with a cool, steady temperature. This way, the blueberries will stay fresh longer and will not become damp at the bottom of the container. When you need to use them, simply take out the amount you need and rinse them right before eating. What about the blueberries you plan to use right away? They also need to be washed properly, or they may all end up bruised. Place the blueberries in a bowl of cold water first. Then add a little salt and baking soda, not too much, and stir gently to clean the surface of the berries. Soak them for about 1 to 2 minutes. This short soaking time helps loosen dirt, tiny particles stuck to the skin, and some remaining residue on the surface of the berries. This method is much gentler than spraying strong running water directly onto the blueberries. After soaking, rinse them again with cold water, avoiding strong stirring so the berries do not get bruised. Then let the blueberries drain completely. If you are using them for baking, pat them very dry so they do not make the batter too thin or change its color too much. This is the baking tip I've been most excited to share with you today. Don't worry anymore about why the blueberries seem to disappear once your muffins or soft cakes are fully baked. Have you ever had this happen? If so, this little tip will be very useful. Before adding the blueberries to the batter, place them in a small bowl. Then sprinkle about 1 to 2 teaspoons of flour over them. Mix very gently until each blueberry is coated with a thin layer of flour. This thin layer of flour helps the berries cling lightly to the cake batter, so they are less likely to sink to the bottom while baking. Now gently fold the blueberries into the batter. Use a spatula or a batter scraper and mix slowly. Don't stir too hard so the berries do not burst. Then scoop the batter into a muffin pan. You can line it with paper cups first to make the muffins easier to remove and clean up faster. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, about 175 degrees Celsius, for about 20 to 25 minutes. And just like that, you have delicious blueberry muffins that are soft, fluffy, and much prettier. When you take a bite, you can taste the blueberries spread evenly throughout the muffin, lightly sweet, juicy, and very appealing. If you enjoy baking at home, try this tip next time. It is a small step, but it can really make your muffins look much more professional. The cake is done, but I prepared a few too many blueberries. If that happens, try this tip right away. Simply place a few blueberries into each section of an ice cube tray. Then add water and a small slice of lemon. You can also add a few fresh mint leaves if you have them. Fill the tray and place it in the freezer until the ice cubes are completely frozen. When you want a cold drink, drop a few blueberry ice cubes into your glass. These little ice cubes make the drink look prettier without needing to add much sugar. As they melt, they will add a light, fruity flavor to the drink and make it look much more special. This is an easy way to use leftover blueberries. Make your drinks more refreshing and add a little color to an ordinary day. Do you remember the soft blueberries I told you not to throw away earlier? Now it is time to use them. First, wash them gently using the method I showed you earlier, then let them drain. Place the blueberries in a microwave-safe bowl. Add a little sugar or honey depending on how sweet you like it, and squeeze in a few drops of fresh lemon juice. The lemon helps brighten the flavor and keeps the jam from tasting too flat. Use a deep microwave-safe bowl to prevent the mixture from bubbling over. Heat it in short intervals of about 30 seconds. After each time, take it out carefully because the bowl and the jam will be very hot. Continue doing this until the berries soften, release their juice, and the mixture thickens slightly. And just like that, you have a quick blueberry jam without needing to cook it for a long time on the stove. This is delicious with toast yogurt crackers or warm biscuits. This tip is especially useful when you want a quick portion of jam without standing at the stove for too long. Most importantly, the slightly soft blueberries are turned into something delicious instead of being wasted. I hope after today's video, you will know how to choose store wash and make better use of blueberries, so every container you bring home can be enjoyed instead of turning soft or moldy in the refrigerator. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nancy Home for more simple kitchen tips. I hope you always have delicious, easy meals and many happy moments in your kitchen. I'll see you in the next video.